I did a normal walkthrough of Outlast 1 and 2, how I speedrun it relatively. I have some slight differences now, but nothing crazy. I'm now going to show my glitch walkthrough. I am not good at the glitches, but they will explain how I do them and give you a example. I need admin gate. So the first glitch is the bush hop down. This one I know you can do on console, the other two I'm 95% sure you can't, 99% sure you can't. So you go to the second pillar and that bush that's slightly angled down, this is slightly raised. If I walk here, see how I go up? Slightly raised. So you basically just hit that jump and jump at your peak. And you need momentum. A lot of people, when they do it, after they're good at it, I suck at this, I just need to practice it. I'm gonna turn down this, as I am not at my normal setup, is they'll come at it like that. That was pretty good. They'll get the momentum and just turn sideways and jump. But this one's just jump, no line up, no nothing. You just kind of look that way. And once we get on the bush, we can go to doing the next part of it, which is also really easy, but if you mess up, kills a run. Just like everything else, if you don't do it instantly or close to it, it kills a run. I don't submit glitched runs, as I know I'm not good enough to really make anywhere with them. They are much more contested than glitchless. You have to be a lot more perfect. Because if I turn on hitboxes, that cube will now stay, but you can see that's where we're going, that little lip. That's the one I've always done anyways. Maybe there's another one like that. That was perfect. See how this doesn't have collision right here? You can just jump basically to this part. You have that whole entire block. And a little wiggle room. It's not as hard of a turn as it looks. But, like I said, if you don't jump at that peak and don't really get momentum, it's not really any help. As you can see, I'm also not jumping up, I'm jumping forward. You really need to make sure you're getting that. Like, you can see, I'm jumping too early. If you don't jump at this peak, see how I jumped right as I went up? I get, like, I'm going higher. So the idea is you jump well on that peak, because if I jump right before it, see how I go forward, I don't really go up. If I jump on it, see how I went way higher? So now it's just about hitting the angle and getting rhythmic. And this I am not rhythmic at. So, but I'm not cutting anything out. I want this to be clear and concise. It's all going to be one video with the 3 main glitches. And I'm going to show, this is the reason I don't do glitched. I suck at it. I'm not good at it. You know what, I might cut out to when I get on the bush. I probably will. No, you know what, screw it. No. People need to see I suck at this game. That I don't. As you can see, it's not my favorite. There it is. So we made it up. Once we're up, you're gonna look at that tree right there. Look at the tree, shift, jump forward, W and S. You should see saving bottom left. We're gonna hold shift, D and A. I'm not gonna cheat T, and I'm just pressing space until we get here. I'm not gonna teach proper setup. There's people, they do like an A and S jump and do that. What we're gonna do is you just align yourself with this corner. I'm gonna turn off hitboxes. And you jump. And you should see your arm clip in. I'm gonna hold shift and W, and I'm just gonna trace the edge. Once I'm doing this, I'm holding W and D and shift. Never let go of shift throughout all of this. Now you need to be on high graphics, and I'm on 1920 by 1080. So I'm gonna redo this. You're gonna look for those two dashes. Put your camera in the middle, let go of W, you should see like move over by an inch. Move your camera right to the edge. And if you do that, that means you go too far. So you just go back over and then move your camera this way and you'll get boosted up. Am I still in it? Did I lose it? I lost it. Alright, that's a common thing that can happen. That's why you gotta be careful. Thankfully, since I already showed Bush, I'm just gonna reload. Now, part of that is, what happened there is I lost my small hitbox. And you get stuck up there if that happens. So, we're gonna get our hitbox, trace the edge, go over, look for the dashes, let go of W, move over so they're just peeking through, and then go over. And if you do it right, which I didn't, you'll get boosted up. Oof, no good this time. So I got shifted over. So if your camera, you'll feel it. You can also kind of see it. If it does that like very fast movement, you lost it. Once here, you need to make sure you're holding shift, and I will show why in a second. Actually, I'll show it now. If I let go of shift, now if I just press D, I will move, but if I'm looking forward, I won't move. So you want to look slightly to the right. There's a chance, if you're not holding shift, I just lost small hitbox, that you fall out of it. That won't happen. You hold shift. I'm not gonna do it all at once. I've gotten all the stuff that can happen. And also, this is noticeably easier than the next one, so be prepared for that. Valve skip sucks. Go up, look to the right, holding shift, tap D, or D, W, D, W, D, W. So now we're still clipped in. I'm gonna press W and I'm still holding shift, tapping it until we get on this side of the wall, and I'm gonna tap it till I take like a centimeter step down, like straight down, not down, like forward. Like that. Look at the heel, press A and jump, so you land on this door. If you land on the door and you lose it, hold A and S, and you'll boost up. If you stop walking, just tap W and then hold A and S again. And I'm still holding shift, I haven't let go. You can then just jump from here, walk up, jump onto these pipes. We're gonna stay on the side of these metal brackets until we get to this wall, where if you stop moving, you'll fall. So you have to stay there and then just do an A and space jump while holding shift. So it's like continuous movement. Basically, it's like this. I'm holding W and A, like that. You can't go like this, or you can't do this. You have to go like that. So you jump noticeably farther. So we're gonna do it one more time. So we're gonna clip in by leaping across this corner, holding shift and W. We're gonna go over like this. Now I'm holding shift W and D. Camera, zoom in, dashes, let go of W once they're in the center. I didn't shift, so we're gonna hold go over with tapping A and then W, D, and shift. I did shake. Angle it so centimeters over, move over, go up. Okay, so that time I was still holding D when I went up, so when I tapped W to check, I went through the other side. That's also a case that can happen with the way I do it. Alright, look over to the right a tiny bit. I'm tapping D and W, putting myself in the middle, just tapping W until I shimmy over. A and space, A and D as soon as I get over, like well in air, jump up, still holding shift. I haven't let go this whole time. Now that time I didn't switch momentum, I did it right away. We then follow these pipes over to the bathroom. We can jump to the bathroom. This whole roof has collision. You now jump like diagonally onto the sign and jump onto those barrels. And then if you hit onto this barrel, and then you can jump down. The wall rider doesn't spawn because we've skipped all the bounding boxes. Pretty sure if you run down that hallway and turn around, he'll spawn in. You skip all the like load boxes. Meaning a chase never starts here or anything. Now I'm not gonna do save and quit stuff, like time saving stuff. That can all be just watch a speed run, watch what they do. It's all basic. These are the main glitches. So we're just gonna go like this right normal. This all works except the wall rider won't be chasing us or bothering us. It's pretty nice. So usually you have to go turn a valve down there. What we're gonna do is skip it. Now, you have to go up here. After you turn the valve, it's usually a chase. Valve skip is extremely hard, and there's two ways to line it up that I know. One's easier, but less, harder to get. The other one's harder, but, you'll get it more frequently, if that's explainable. So this little pillar doesn't have collision right there. So you're gonna sprint into it, Shift W. I'm in. You're then gonna, for this lineup, look at this bolt all the way zoomed in, and you need to be at the same resolution. And you're basically gonna want it so every pixel is on that side. You're on the very edge. It sucks. It's miserable. It's a lot harder to line up than the other one, but if you get good at lining it up, it's more consistent. And I'm using, I'm using clockwork wise turns to try to get it. If we do that, and this may take tries, I'm definitely not good at it. This is part of the reason I don't submit a run. And it's just W, I'm pressing W and D right there, well lined up, WD, W space, and then immediately switching to AD, to diagonal backwards. So I'm gonna get both boosts up. So that time I was not fully in the wall. See, that's too far. There's blue. I might have done it. Nope, still too far. I'm still not perfect at this. I was getting it consistently earlier, but... that was too far. There was blue on the other side. So I don't know if it's you want one row of pixels covered like that, or one more over. Oh, that was good. So I got boosted up. I'm now gonna do it. I'm gonna go back down. Don't fall down usually. You can also run into it, crouch, and if you look for those marks and this line, and you hold W, crouch, and space, and then space and A and D. You can also get up this way. It's a lot easier technically, because it's just placing your camera, but I get it a lot less consistently. It's not as pixel perfect. So if you have a small monitor, don't want to have your stuff close to your face, that's how I'd recommend. But this bolt is, I think, more reliable. That was too much one way. You can see I'm actively trying to pull my legs up and my laptop in to be able to really get it. But, like I said, we're not cutting anything, so I can show that I struggle. You know what? I said I would get the boost up this way, too. So I'm just spam tapping space, and if you look at a certain enough angle when you're holding W, you'll like slowly turn, and I got it that time. You can slow down the video, see if you can replicate like a precise angle. It's now, we're gonna look slightly to the right, and we're gonna hold W until we start moving fast, like tapping it. I usually tap it, and then we're gonna A and S. And you'll notice, right there, we got it. So now we moved up and we moved back. I'm now fully zoomed out. I'm gonna put my camera bracket right on that peak. Tap D, just tap it. If you hold it for even too long, it'll fall out, and then hold A. Like that. And you're hoping to get a chord. You almost always get it, but sometimes you don't. So if you don't get this boost up, because it's 2, then whatever. I then look at this valve. I'm gonna hold A and shimmy over until like that far. Let go. Go over. hold, and move. And if you do it right, you'll get boosted up that ledge. See that little ledge? You'll get boosted up it, and then you can walk up that pipe. Or you can go up that pipe and jump to the wall. It's up to you. Now, since I didn't get it, I'm gonna line back up. You can see I have a little more camera right there over. Slowly move. And there we go. So we're up. Now, I jumped down. As long as you get over, you're fine, but you can also walk across that pipe, jump onto those barrels, and do that. Now, as you see, those doors are closed, and they will stay closed and locked. So, when that says saving, this is the best time to do it, since it says saving. Reload the game, because it will say, hey, you just got this checkpoint, those doors need to be unlocked. You'll also start the chase. It reloads everything and says, hey, this is meant to be like this. So, I'm gonna do it after now. This part's pretty simple, it's just running away. You can jump up on this rail, it's not difficult. I suck at it. It's just annoying. It allows you to skip this grab. You land directly on it. He's back there, he's fine. He's slow, not good at his job. So, once we get up here, this is probably the easiest skip that I'm going to show. I don't really call it a glitch. I guess technically it is. It involves with the wires getting down so you don't have to go around through that airlock again. Now, there's a cutscene right there when you touch that. Not touch it, but like jump across. So you're going to run in line and jump at that. I'm going to then S and then like SD jump basically onto here. Because normally you can't get up there. Like that, jump to this wall, and we're gonna W and A jump. You can do this on console. This one you can. I used to do my speed running on console. I would never submit anything, but I practiced it. I enjoyed it. Now, you're not meant to be standing on there, so you will get pushed down like that. It's pretty annoying. Once you get here, if you can just hit that box in between, you're fine. Now there's a cutscene, and since we already saved and quit, the doors are open for us, so we just have to run, and we can beat the game. So we're gonna jump through these barrels, and then to skip that walk, we're gonna jump, hold DNS and look at that wall, and we won't hit the ground. So we're holding W and D, sorry, not DNS, and we're turning 90 degrees into that wall. We then have the cutscene. Now, like I said, I'm not that good. You need to do these perfectly, almost first try, consistently. Not consistently, but back to back. And Warning Key's not too hard to do consistently. I've done it before right away, but Valve Skip, that takes a lot of practice, and is basically pixel perfect as far as I know for now. I haven't seen any other lineup, besides the crouch one and that one. But like I said, the bolt's more consistent, harder to get. The other one's easier, but less consistent. Which sounds weird, but it's how it is. Now, to skip this, so we don't have to pull ourselves up, like have that, you can actually just straight up grab that and skip, like falling on the bars. You still do have to fall on the table, but it does pull you forward, which is pretty good. And then as soon as credits roll, you know, you're all set. So, wow, Outlast. You outlasted it until you didn't. So, as soon as you touch that bar, I'm pretty sure it's technically when your hand hits the ground. Like that would be speedrun end. You could then stop your timer, go into controls, show off your controls. That's it. Speedrun's over. They don't have to watch this whole cutscene. So thank you for watching. I'll probably include something else in the description, but yeah, I hope that helped your speedrunning journey. If you have any questions, my Discord, my personal Discord, because I don't do this for thing, is my username right below my face. So add me, DM me, say, hey, I saw your Outlast glitch walkthrough. I'm really struggling with Warnicky Skip. You think you can join a call at some point and help me? And yeah, I'll help you out, as long as you're not being a dick and vulgar. Or slurs. That's what I mean. See you, everyone.